My name is Daniel Shopov. I work at Barin Sports and I'm the business development director. It's grand title as it sounds, but I'm responsible for the business development of the company. And what Barin Sports does, we track the performance of professional athletes. So in short, we've all seen Cristiano Ronaldo run around on the pitch, score goals, and he's doing great. But what goes unnoticed is that he's been doing this for almost 2 decades now. 18 years, 19 years. So what we want to find out is what makes somebody this good for this long. So the whole mark of a great athlete is not just that they're super talented, it's that they can sustain their performance for a very long time at the peak. And this is what we want to set out to do. Help athletes be as good as possible for as long as possible so they can earn as much as possible. And that leads teams to wins. We have the full stack, from the hardware all the way up to the software, all the way up to the AI into the software. What we do is probably easiest to demonstrate it is this little device which goes in here, and we track over 50 parameters, 50 KPIs for each player live in real time. And that's our biggest thing. That's our biggest competitive advantage, is that we track everything in real time. So you can see how many accelerations and decelerations, how many times they've changed directions suddenly, how much are they working. Are they giving you 100% really, or are they shirking and giving you only 80%? So we can track all of that. The challenges are, we are in a smaller country, the investments are a little bit harder to come by. Even with the support of the startup community, we are working in a hardware. So hardware is not as, it's a little bit more difficult to explain. It's a little bit more difficult to even sell to the investors, just because they don't understand the technology as much. It's much easier to understand how you can scale a software startup versus a hardware startup of what we are. So this was a major challenge. This has been a major challenge for us. So that funding coming in, that ability to scale quickly, if you will, that has been a challenge. The Bulgarian sports market is a good one, but I believe our potential is to go global. However, we absolutely are going to keep our base here. You know, our R&D team is going to be here because we have great people working for us here, working with us here. What the tech park has provided for us as an environment has been tremendous, allowed us to really grow and follow our own pace when it comes to that. But the reality is it will have to be a joint venture from outside Bulgaria as well as within Bulgaria.